Hey everybody, it's Darnell Crittenden from DC and Ever Since Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave your notification on so you're not miss DTV at its best. And this is the last state of direction for Wednesday, December 31st, 2025. And I'm glad this is my last show because I want to bring out a couple of issues before we can progress on in 2026, which I'm about to find right now. Last I checked, we was at 1,035 subscribers. Now I'm back down to 1,034. I'm going to explain this for everybody to understand. This goes out to the old and new subscribers. State of Direction is my own little personal censorship with YouTube, PlayStation, and yes, the Facebook community. Because like all shows, these shows will be uh, shared on Facebook. And keep in mind, on Facebook, only thing I share on this show is everything that is DC and related. Whether if it's gameplay, whether if it's topics like this, whether if it's whatever it is, it's always shared on Facebook. Somebody was asking me the other day, is I'm gonna be on Instagram. Here's the thing with me, long story short, when it comes down to social media, I'm a ghost. I'm here, but I'm not here. If you see me on Facebook, maybe in the near future, if you see me on Instagram, Snapchat, and the reason why I'm not on those, well, with the exception of Facebook, everything else I'm not on for the simple fact because I work every day, have responsibilities. I don't have time to be on the internet like that. Now, unless it's gameplay. But again, state of direction is, again, this is my own personal censorship. So that way, YouTube, PlayStation is all on the same page. Right now, I'm disappointed. And again, to the 1,034 subscribers that still show love for the show, thank you so very much. And they all know who they are. But as far as to the unsubscribers, this message exclusively go out to the unsubscribers. And I'm going to make this as brief as possible. Come next year, in fact, come Thursday, State of Direction is going into a direction for the simple fact that in the beginning, I used to do one every month. But now since we're at 8,000, by now we should be at least 2,026 subscribers. And I say all this for a reason. Because come January of 2026, State of Direction, you will not get every month unless something changes. And pray to God, let's hope that doesn't happen. In order to get a State of Direction twice a year and how that works, starting in January, starting like the first or second week of January, we get two. You heard me, we get two. Okay, every 6 months within that year. We get one from January all the way up to June. That's the first month. You know, the first 6 months. From June all the way up to December. That's the second 6 months. So 6 months, you know, that times two, it equals up to a year. Here is the catch with that. We have to keep this show above 1,000 subscribers. There's no excuse. In order for this to work for my program, in order for this to work with the YouTube community, because keep in mind, I'm under the umbrella, we have to keep it above 1,000 subscribers or more. And a lot of people kept saying, you know, why do I do my shows in the middle of the week? Because I work on weekends. Believe me, if, you know, I do work on weekends, and it's kind of hard for me to even do a show on weekends. That's why when it comes down to my Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday shows, those shows is at random. So to get state of direction now come January 2026, from this point on, you get it twice a year. I think that's cool. I think that's fair. But the catch is we need more subscribers. Tell me if I'm doing a good show, a bad show, if it's something you don't understand. Closed mouths don't get fed. We all know that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist or a mad genius to figure that out. Okay? Now, I can't be like other YouTubers. Get that out your head right now. Get it out your head. Okay? And I'm pretty sure everybody's seen some of my other shows, like now I name some of my titles now, like the Godfather video games, which technically I am the self-proclaimed Godfather of all video games. Whether you like it or not, deal with it, but that's not about me. This show, and I tell everybody for the longest, it's really not up to me. I'm just 20% of this show, the hardest part of this show. I'm just the name, the face, keep the bills on, keep the airtime on with PlayStation and YouTube. That ain't easy. You know, it's not easy. Look where I'm at. And I'm still using I think I'm the only one, like it or not, that's still running off the PlayStation 4 and 5 technology. I think that's fair. Okay, that is fair. I would love for this show to be the #1 show. Right now, you figure after over 10, if not 15 years, I should have been at my 2 million subscribers if you really want to know the truth. I'm not getting that. This is where comments come in. Leave in comments. If it's something you don't understand, leave in comments. But again, this address goes out to the unsubscribers. What's wrong? What is wrong? If it's something you don't understand, leave in comments. If it's something that you really can't definitely understand, there is an email address to this show, and it's pronounced Tiamat. That's TIAMAAT 2004 at yahoo.com. All right. Then start next year, keep in mind, I check my email twice a month, at the beginning and the end of every month. Well, since the new year is coming in, I'll say maybe like the second week of the new year, I will start checking my emails. That's not a problem. If it's got something to do with content, that's not a problem. In fact, the show is pretty much self-explanatory. You can just read for yourself. We need more subscribers. No trollers allowed. Thank you for supporting DCN for life. How simple is that? And I tell everybody, I mean, you got over a billion YouTube shows, and they handling their thing. I wish I could do the same thing, but because the way everything is scheduled with me, I have to do it a certain way. There is a billion YouTube shows, a billion of them. You can find any YouTube show right now. I guarantee you, DCN Presents Power Players give you exclusives on upcoming games, movies. Keep in mind, politics is like 3% of my show, so when you want to get into that, anything that's contained within the Chicagoland area. And I'm the only YouTuber, like it or not, that gives out birthday shout-outs. Okay, in fact, this will be my last birthday shout-out for 2025. I'm about to do it right now. Right now. Give me a second because I'm doing everything from my tablet. Once I find it, and I apologize for the inconvenience, I'll do it right now. And if this is your birthday month for December 31st, 2025, the end of the new year, happy birthday from all of us from DCN Presents Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I guess your next guess is, do I give out and celebrate birthday shout outs? That's the most easiest thing in this world of this show. One, this is why the state of direction is up right now. You have to subscribe to this show in order for that to work. Two, you leave in a comment as far as the day of or the day after. And three, if I see it in the comments, I will personally give you a shout out live on DCN Presents Power Players. You know, and let me give out final shout outs for the year of December 31st, 2025. Again, shout out goes out to the president and co-founder of DCN Presents Power Players, Sean the Genius Harris at the Harrison headquarters. Let me change this logo. which I'm about to do right now. Give me a second. And again, thank you for your time and cooperation. All right, we got that back up there. To again, to everybody at the Harrison headquarters, shout out goes out to my boy, and he is the president and co-founder of this show. Hopefully, we can come up with new content for next year. Shout out goes out to you. Um, who else? To Sean's sister April. Shout out goes out to you. To my God, baby Sarah, I love you. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? To the Guru. I hope he's listening. Larry Leonard at the Larry Leonard headquarters. Shout out goes out to you. Check out my last other previous show. I think you'll, will, you know, I'll tell you what date it is, but I want you to check it out. I'll hit you up on that later. It got something to do with comic books. Just leave it at that. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna run across it. When you see some new comic books, leave in a comment, and I'll fill you on the details on that. So again, to the Guru, Larry Leonard at the Larry Leonard headquarters. Shout out goes out to you, to your sister Billy, to everybody in your community, your family and friends. You guys are my biggest fan, but not as my overall biggest fan. March of Leo, shout out goes out to you. We're gonna team up tonight. We're gonna bring in the new year together. We're gonna make it possible. I guarantee you that. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? To my West Side family, the Redmonds, shout out goes out to you guys. To my immediate family, Crittens, Colognes, Johnson, the Millsap, shout out goes out to you. To everybody in North and Sheffield Common, Officer D will be back Friday of the new year to protect them all from the forces of evil. Shout out goes out to you. But who I don't give a shout out to is the unsubscribers. What's wrong? I'm not going to stay on here long because in about 5 minutes I got to head out. What's wrong? Or as the words of my boy Trick Williams, WWE superstar and correction, Trick and A superstar. Okay, you got the title back again. Shout out goes out to the WWE Corporation. Shout out goes out to the TNA Corporation, AEW, all these wrestling corporations. I got none but love for you guys. But as the words of my boy Trick Williams, let's talk about it. What's wrong? Again, this goes out directly to the unsubscribers. If you're going, and I'm going to say this last time of 2025, if you're going to unsubscribe to this show or anything that's related to the contents of DCN Networks Presents Power Players, I'm about to give you a shout out right now to my brother Matt Unique, aka Prince Unique, aka Prince U Yeet. As you can see, I was getting it in the other night, man, on that Ghost of Yoti, which I'm going to play that again sometime later on this week. Hopefully by next week, I will get that Nova Prime in so I can bring the year in 2026 on some of these Transformers that you got me, some of them that I collect. So I really want to do that. But again, I'm glad you're on here right now. As far as my state of direction is concerned, it's my last state of direction of 2025, and this goes out to the unsubscribers. Oh, trust me, man, it's gonna happen. Just be a little more patient with me, brother. I got this. My party's open up for 7 right now. First come, first serve. Unfortunately, I have to be leaving out soon in about another 5 more minutes. I have to go. Unsubscribers. This is the last time this goes out to all the unsubscribers. Like I do my friend Larry Lane. I need you to listen, listen, listen. Get a shovel, a spoon, dig all that damn wax out your ears. Because I'm only going to say this one time and the final last time of 2025. If you're going to unsubscribe to the show, I understand that. Your choice is your choice. It's your use a Mission Possible term should you choose to accept. At least, leave in a comment and tell me why. I think, correction, I take that back. I know I deserve that. You figure out of all these years, all over 800 shows, and for those who supported the show that's still with us, 1,034 subscribers, I love each and every one of you. Just like I love my producer of the show, which he's on here right now, Prince Unique. Thank you so much, dude. You have been my strength next to Sean and everybody else that I mentioned right now. Owe us that much. And they know who they are. Okay? Like it or not, I'm the most realest person on here. Okay? It don't take a lot for me to do what need to be done. You know, they say sometimes a little goes a long way. All right, and that's how I run my show. Which I'm glad this is my last show of 2025 because again, come 2026, I've mentioned earlier, we get 2 stated directions throughout the whole year, every year. But the catch, we need more subscribers. I got a t-shirt brand I would love to throw out. I can't do it because we don't have enough subscribers. Again, this goes out to the unsubscribers and be gone from it. Oh, you ain't gotta owe me. Owe that. Let me blow this up. You don't owe me. You owe that brand. For the next 5 seconds, look at that brand. It says DCNet represents power players. You owe that. You owe that brand, that logo, which you ain't gonna find nowhere. And again, I also want to give a shout out to the Dangerous One himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia, to my other brother, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorne. 2 years ago, they made me that logo. Less than a year ago, DDG made me that t-shirt. You can check on my other previous shows that I do wear the t-shirt to the logo of that brand. We can get out there. But for every time we lose subscriber, DCN represents power players, we don't win. We don't win. We do not win. We're at the bottom of the food chain, and the wolves is eating up the lambs. And guess who is the lambs right now? DCN represents power players. You know, as my boy, excuse me, Denzel Washington training day, you're going to be a wolf or a sheep. I'm all wolf. And I'm bad to be part of one. I'm bad to be a part of the pack. Sometimes I love being the lone wolf because I don't mind being alone. Another story for another time. DCN Networks and power players, we're going to be the wolves. But wolves run in packs. For every time we get 1,000 subscribers, there are more wolves in the pack. There are more wolves in the den. There are more wolves on the prowl. There are more wolves to become more predators to seek out in the wild, to be the most dominant predator of all, next to the lion, next to the sharks. I'm a wolf. I am a wolf. All right? And if this pack don't start bringing in more subscribers, we will never become the predators. We will never become the apex predators of YouTube, of the PlayStation community. And of course, everything's being shared on Facebook. All right? We're stronger together. We have to overcome. But to do that, I can't do it alone. The people I just mentioned, they show love for the brand, and I love each and every one of you. I love each and every subscribers. But as far as the unsubscribers is concerned, I'm going to say this as my last bit of direction, and I'm going to break it just this little tiny bit because this is the end of the year anyway. Either you're going to move with DCN Networks Presents Power Players, or you're going to move your ass, because at the end of the day, when I'm dead and gone, DCN Networks will still be around. And I keep telling everybody, it's not for life, it's forever. Get used to it. If not, fine, I understand. But at least leave in a comment. I think that's fair. Prince Unique just asked me a question. Again, shout out goes out to the producer of my show. You know, I'm gonna help you regardless. And your question is just a question, bro. Will there be? That's just a question, brother. Will the DCN Network logo change in the near foreseeable future? That answer for now is no. No. I will say this, and I'm gonna be fair. The only way that brand, that logo will change, and the only way that will move forward. So far, I love the logo. I'm not gonna lie, I love the logo. I'm glad that my boys put the effort in on that. Again, you're not gonna find anything like that anywhere. But as far as the change of the logo, the only way that logo will change, under under really under one condition. You know, the president and co-founder, he's the only one that can waive that. Even though it was my idea to come up with the logo, but he's the only one that can waive that. That's one. And two, another possible condition, if we get over 1 million subscribers and they request for a new logo, then and only then we get 1 million subscribers and they say, hey, DCNet presents Power Players. We want to see a new logo. We want to see this. We want to see that. Now, we get 1 million. The president and co-founder waive it. I'll change it. No problem. But until then, and only then, that logo, like I said before in the beginning, it's not around for life. It's around forever. Okay? You know, let it be said, let it be known, let it be written, let it be carved in stone. That's the only way that logo will change. The 1 million subscribers, the people have said it. Sean, he is the president and co-founder of DCN Networks and Power Players. He makes the final call. He does. He does. Even though I got a little say-so in it too, but he definitely makes the final call. But until I hear it from him, until I hear it from the people, fine. But the catch, we need 1 million or higher. It could be 1 billion for all I care. It could be 1 trillion for all I care. It could be 1 zillion for all I care. We need over 1 million subscribers in order for that play to work. But otherwise, that answer, and again, shout out to Prince Unique, and I appreciate it. That answer, until then, that will never change. Ever. So what to do? Happy New Year. And again, shout out goes out to Joanne. Happy New Year. I've already added you on my friends list on Nintendo Switch. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. My Nintendo Switch codes I give out twice a year. So probably in the New Year's coming up, I might give out my friend code either January or February of the new year, and I might give it out again before the end of January 2026. So if we got some Nintendo Switch fans out there and they want my friend code, I can do it, but only twice a year. And understand reason why, because you know I got my own purpose of doing things. So you know, for my own personal reasons, that's the reason why I do it like that. All right. My little robot buddy about to go to break because we about to get ready to go in a minute. But I'm letting everybody know the new State of Direction starts tomorrow, twice a year. We need over 1,000 subscribers. In fact, I need 2,026 subscribers. I need 3,026 subscribers. Hell, I need 3,000 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, 1 billion subscribers. I don't care who you tell. It ain't gonna work without you guys. And I say it once, and this is my new catchphrase. I got 2 catchphrases at the end. It's gonna continue to move on over into the next year. DCN presents Power Players. It's gonna strike fast and hit hard. Get used to it. And my second one, that's containing to myself, they don't make guys like me anymore. They don't. All right. I'm the most realest guy out there. I'll admit, I might not have the popularity but like everybody else, but you better believe when it come down to keeping it real on here, you're looking at them. I tell it like it is. I'm the godfather of video games. I'm 60 years old. Hey, I done walked this planet for 60 years and I'm still walking it by myself. But again, the reason why, and I'm glad I'm saying this on my show, my hiatus is already start. So you're going to see more video gameplays, that's for sure. And I do have a few games. Ghost of Yodi happened to be one of them, and a few other games as well, like Sonic Racer or whatever. So as far as gameplays, You're gonna see plenty of that. I guarantee you. I'm gonna crank them out the door. You're gonna see plenty as far as exclusive gameplays. As far as broadcasts like these, this is the reason why I'm taking a hiatus. I am taking a hiatus for the next couple of months, and the reason why I'm not gonna be ashamed to tell the world because of health issues. I'm no good to this show if I'm dead. All right, and I'm not ashamed or afraid of what I'm going through right now. Did you finish FX7? I'm going to finish that off starting next week. I'm almost at the end right now. In fact, I'm almost close to the point where I'm about to take on Sephiroth. But check out my other two previous shows because right now I am playing on females video game choice. I'm playing The Ghost of Yoti, the same people who made Ghost of Tsushima. Believe it or not, it's actually pretty good. I love it. You know. But yeah, FF7, I'm gonna knock that out the park sometime next week. What I was about to say. As far as my health issues is concerned, I got doctor's appointments coming up within the next couple of months. Again, I'm diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. That's one. Two, I'm a heart recipient. 4 years ago, I had to go through into heart surgery. So, be honest with you, and I'm telling the world right now, technically, I don't even supposed to be in this chair. I don't even supposed to be in front of this camera. But what keeps me motivated, what keeps me strong, what keeps me to the point I don't feel down on myself all the time. I do this because this is my passion, this is my love, and I want to share my ideals to the world. But again, I'm not asking the world to do a Roman Reigns. I don't need your acknowledgement. I just need your appreciation. Here's an example. DCNet presents Power Players. Good job. Job well done. Or the most simplest thing in the world. And Prince just said it for me. Thank you, brother. You'd be surprised the littlest things in the world goes a long ways. I don't need a ticker tape parade. I don't need balloons falling out the sky. I don't need any of that. The only thing I need is your appliance, your allegiance, your dedication, your thrive to survive for DC and it presents Power Players. Again, I just need you guys to appreciate me. That's all. That's all. I don't need your praise. I don't need your, I don't need that. I'm the most simplest guy in the world. It's the smaller things. The thumbs up. You know, I say that because I'm a very humble guy, Jovan. And then when you get to my age, of the age of 60, that humbleness goes a long ways. That wisdom goes a long ways. That when you get to my age, you look at life a little bit different. Another story for another time. But yeah, I am taking a hiatus, and I'm not gonna lie, and I'm telling the world because I'm no good to you in this chair if I don't follow up on my health. So yes, so for the next couple of months, even though I said all that, but I'm keeping it truthful with you guys. I am taking a hiatus as far as being in this chair unless I'm playing this, unless I'm playing this 4, unless I'm playing this 5, unless I'm doing certain broadcasts for everybody to enjoy as far as gameplay, no problem. Okay, and we're just gonna wait and see what happens. All right, 2026. This will have to happen. Correction, it needs to happen. DC and Networks presents Power Players. We need. It's not the fact that I want new subscribers. We need new subscribers. Anytime you on, bro, I'm there. Brother, I give shout out to Javon X. I give shout out to Prince Unique 7. I give shout out for those who really stood behind me just as much as I stand behind them. Okay? Sometimes people matter. And again, I appreciate it. Hell, and that's anybody, just you coming in saying hi. To me, that's a thank you. Just coming in, just watching the show, even if it's just 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a game changer. To me, that's a thank you. All right? I'm not a hard guy to please. I'm really not. Just watching the show, hell, just telling anybody about the show. To me, that's saying thank you. For every time I do my gameplay and everybody's excited, that's saying thank you. My goal someday on my bucket list before I leave God's world, hey, I don't want to be in this 2.5 bedroom apartment forever because I know eventually I'm going to have to move on with my life. I would love for what I'm doing right now off of the PlayStation technology. And I don't even want to talk about PlayStation 6 right now. That ain't coming up for another couple of years, another topic for another time. But just running it off of this because this works best for me. And I'm not getting the appreciation I deserve. Unsubscribers, wake up. Wake up. Because information like this, and I guarantee you, you're not going to find it anywhere. I guarantee you that. I told you once before, name one other person you know that give out a birthday shout out. Name one, name one, name one, name one. And tell me who it is. Better yet, prove me wrong. You're not going to find it. You think that's something? Because I'm about to end this show. I'm the very first person in YouTube history that got 1,000 subscribers off the PlayStation Network. Your mom, okay, yeah, and that's good for her. I ain't knocking that. But as far as everybody else, you're not gonna find nobody that got 1,000 subscribers off of PlayStation technology. I'm the first, and I sure in the hell won't be the last. All right, but that's good. I mean, in fact, I'm about to go see my mother. But we about to end this show. This is my last broadcast of 2025. It's cool, Javon. And because I got to go see my mother in a minute because she about to be leaving tonight. So I'm about to go see her right now. And then I'm going to come back home later, celebrate the new year with my girl and have a good time. But the point is, my last broadcast of 2025 of State of Direction, because the new State of Direction terms falls in first thing tomorrow. So I probably won't do the new State of Direction of January 26th, probably like in a week or two. So get ready for it. Yep. Yeah. And Prince Unique is tripping. I mean, I don't know. Was it something I said? I don't know. He said, "Have a great day, brother." Yeah, yeah. You too. Again, shout out goes out to Matt Unique, Prince Unique, Jeremiah King. I know we gotta team up. We gotta do that special match soon. So we gonna talk about that. Final last shout outs right quick. Javon, take care, brother. Health comes first, brother. Thank you. Again, just you coming on the show. Shout out goes out to Javon X, to his family, to his loved ones, from all of us from DCN that presents Power Players. Thank you. The same goes to Prince Unique. Thank you. To all my 1,034 subscribers. Thank you. To the unsubscribers. Y'all know where y'all can go. And I'm going to break this just a little bit because this is my last State of the Rest of 2025. I'm not going to use no profanity, but I'm going to say this much. For every time an unsubscriber unsubscribe to this show, in the end, they're going to hell. They just don't know it yet. I broke it. I don't care what you're going to do. Nothing. So just remember, for every time you unsubscribe to DCN Presents Power Players, only thing you're doing is going to hell. You're going to hell. Take it however you want to take it. I don't care. But that's how I feel. Because I feel like I'm not getting my roles. I feel like I'm not getting my dedication I deserve. I feel, again, I just want some appreciation. That's all. I'm not trying to run for president, or hell, no, I definitely don't want to run for that. I'm not trying to do any of that. Okay? You want to show love for me, show love for the brand. You want to care for me, care for the brand. You want to respect me, respect the brand. You want to be dedicated to me, dedicated to the brand. That's all I ask. Do that, and we cool. I'm out of here. This is Darnell Crittenden from DCNet Presents Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Peace. And Happy New Year. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is Darnell Crittenden from DCNet Presents Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Be safe this Happy New Year's holiday. Oh, man. Live life responsibly, man. Of course, old school. Don't drink and drive. My personal favorite of all, put them guns down. Even though y'all gonna act the fool tonight, still put them down, man. Put them down. Hopefully, I'll be in the house way before then. Take care of yourself. Happy New Year. In fact, I'll see everybody next year, and that's tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Peace.